After watching a Different Worlds episode titled Success Lies in Videotape, I'll be discussing a couple of the discussion prompts listed under Black in America eJournal 3. The first discussion prompt asks about Freddie's views on corporate America, and she implies that it's like kind of like a mindless thing to where just pack up your suitcase and go. It's not really a critical thinking occupation, and I agree. However, rent is due, mortgage is due, bills need to be paid, and if working under corporate America is the best thing for you and your family, I believe you should do whatever you need to do to satisfy your own financial goals. The second topic touches on the idea of unclear path slash future, right? So I believe that it's okay to not know exactly what you're going to do in the future. For me to feel comfortable, I feel as if I need to have an idea of what maybe fields I want to go into, so I can maybe specify what fields I want to specify my likes and dislikes with certain specificities of a certain occupation in that field. One thing I do fear is not being satisfied in the occupation that I have, but because we were able to learn our codes, our Holland codes, we're able to see, okay, maybe my social and enterprising skills may work here, and I think that's an amazing thing that we got to experience this semester during school year. Jaleesa discusses how she has so many goals, right? She wants to do this, she wants to do that, she wants to become vice president by a certain year, and I think that's an incredible thing to have so many goals for yourself. It just kind of sucked how she thought of her social life as an afterthought, and I can definitely relate because being tied up with academics is very difficult, especially during COVID. So I will definitely be working on that, and pressure is such a crazy thing. I don't know if you know what imposter syndrome is, but I feel as if I have imposter syndrome all the time, especially with my STEM courses, because it's like, I don't know if I fit in, and those failures, even the mind games that I play with myself, it's almost as if like it leads me to do worse on things that I wouldn't have thought of if I didn't originally believe that I couldn't do it. And I think that's the worst part about my pressures and the pressures that Ron talks about how he doesn't necessarily want to mirror his parents career-wise, and I think that's important for me to maintain as well, because my parents, when they immigrated here, they came here and they worked for survival. They never thought about their happiness and how they felt satisfaction wise, and I think that satisfaction is very important to me because I take my mental health extremely seriously, and I feel as if I choose an occupation that doesn't allow me to be my full me and my full allow me to express me to my full potential, I may not enjoy it, and I may hate myself out of doing the thing that I originally loved doing. If I could choose one character that I relate with most, I would pick Jaleesa, only because I feel as if I'm her. Like, I have so many goals for myself, mostly career wise, but social wise as well. And I think it's really important that we have people like Miss H and Miss Huxtable in our lives telling us, like, you know what, you can do it. Like, sometimes we doubt ourselves, and sometimes it's the imposter syndrome coming in again, and it's like I think we need validation from ourselves, right? But I feel like also validation from others helps as well. And yeah. For the final topic, I wanted to talk about what this class meant to me. As a STEM major, I take majority STEM courses, and math, and physics, and chemistry, etc. We never got a chance to explore and learn about us as individuals, especially us as individuals as Black youth. I think that's so crucial and important, especially with people my age and early on in college. I think we got to learn about our skills, and the skills we got to develop through college, and the skills you can end up developing even at a job you don't like. We talked about our Holland codes and what our personality says about what occupation we're more likely to enjoy, and financial literacy, and just so much. And I think it's important for me to explore that, because it's like, this is the beginning. This is like the seed of me growing into the person I'm going to grow into. And speaking of growth, we can tie that back into the chains on and the significance it has to the Black Americans in this episode. So I think the significance of the Black chains shows that, especially because it was a Black college, it showed the growth from what slavery was, and from what Black people were in this country, property, and it turned into, look at us, it's a literal HBCU, a historically Black college / university, and I think it's incredible that we got to see that growth. Yeah, I really like this episode, and I have been wanting to watch A Different World for a while, so I'm so excited that this is how I started off my binge watching. Okay. Thank you again for this assignment. You never miss.